Денес ќе расправаме. Нема да судиме. Ќе сведочиме со намера да дојдеме до одговор на прашањето како и кои се изворите на авторитаризмот и како се овозможи репродукција на неговата логика. Би сакала да подсетам на една мисла на доктор Мартин Лутер Кинг, кој во 68-та година во еден од своите говори рече: на крајот нема да се сеќаваме на зборовите на нашите непријатели, туку на молчењето на нашите пријатели. Дозволете ми да објаснам накусто како ќе се одвива оваа сесија. Ќе тече според редоследот предвиден во агендата, која што е поделена на два дела. Во првиот дел учествуваат Фрчковски, Фуере, Чупеска и Унковски, пошто ќе следи куса пауза. Во вториот дел ќе учествуваат Пендаровски, Vanoost, Тричковски, Спасовски и Пировска. За гостите од странство е обезбеден симултан превод. На оваа сесија нема модератор. Правилото е секој говорник во солидарен дух да го повика следниот и да го најави на крајот од своето експозе. Сега на самиот почеток би сакала да се заблагодарам на сите кои го овозможија овој настан, на кинокултура, на Фондацијата Отворено општество, на Македонскиот центар за европско образование, на Транспарентност Македонија, на Кафе Пабло и на сите пријатели кои што не поддржува во целата оваа наша мисија. Упатувам голема благодарност до нашите гости и меѓународни пријатели Питер Ванхауте, Erwan Fouere, Lode Vanoost, која сватија важноста на нашата мисија. И тука се со нас единствено затоа што делиме исти вредности. Во тој дух го поканувам Питер Ванхауте.
So, good morning. I thought 1 minute maybe we should start with a little bit of silence, but I'm not going to do that because there's a lot we have to discuss today, a lot we have to inform you about today, and instead of agreeing on silence, it's better sometimes to speak out. As a starting point, I would like to tell you how it felt like being back. I have been here in 2001 during the other conflict, the run-up to the Ohrid Framework Agreement as well. I returned in 2013 after the events in Parliament, end of 2012. And I can tell you what I found different, what I was surprised with, is the climate of fear. I've never seen in any of the many places all over the world where I have been working, I've never ever seen so many people who are afraid, who fear for their jobs, for their salaries, for their family, for their relatives. I've never seen any country where so many people, young people, ambitious people, have only one dream. How do we get out of this country? This is not how a prosperous, normal, liberal democracy should look like. And recently, I had the opportunity to read a book from a Jewish writer, Ana Chupesca. She was born in 1902, and she grew up in Vienna first, and then under Nazi Germany, she left the country before the Second World War and moved first to France and then to England. In 1938, she published a novel. It's Manja, the story of 5 children. And it describes 5 kids growing up in this Nazi German environment in the 30s, which became incredibly difficult even for kids to grow up normally. And I would like, just as a starting point, as a kind of point of reflection, to read a few paragraphs of this book, which I find is striking and makes you thinking about the ongoing developments here. Unfortunately, yes, there are many similarities with what we call then the Weimar Republic, the way the Germans took over. They didn't even win the elections, the German Nazi Party. They just formed a coalition after successful elections in 1933, and they set aside the whole democratic system and started ruling by decree. You recognize the system here in your own country. Now, concerning the text, I will just read it for you because I believe this is important that you are aware what crimes of silence is all about. No one moans. It is the wind. There is no blood on the bushes. It's just red berries from last autumn. No murder has been carried out last night because there is no one to name the murderers. No crime has been committed because there is no one around to point to the perpetrators. No one is lying face downwards on the frozen ground. No one asks what is happening that night in all the streets and in the remote woods throughout the country. It's a night without law. There is no crime because there is no witness. There is no outrage because there is no reprisal. No one is accountable. The night shuts its ears, pretends to see nothing in the dark. Tomorrow does not come. Dawn does not come. There is no daylight. So with this gloomy, pessimistic note, I would like to hand over to Professor Frčkowski, law professor at the university, let me say it this way. We know each other for quite a long time, but I'm very happy to meet him here again. Please, Ljubo, the floor is yours. Thank you.